I've never seen anything like this before. VariSpace is revolutionizing the way that we think of and use office space. Today, we're touring through the most flexible office space I have ever seen in my 10-year career as a commercial real estate investor, and it's gonna blow your mind. Jason, how you doing, man?
Welcome to Vari and VariSpace. So glad you're here.
Yeah, excited to be here. Can't wait to check out the property.
Thank you. This was our first ground-up construction, so it's over 180,000 square feet, and we're hoping we're cracking the code on the future of work here. So we're going to show you around today and let you experience it. Ask anything you want to ask, and we'll see what we can do here.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Let's check it out.
Well, we are in a multi-tenant building, so what you're going to see here is different companies lease space from us, but we think of it as enterprise-level space as a service. And so clients are able to come in, but we wanted to make it feel with all those hospitality amenities. So people are welcome. As you walked up today, you felt music outside.
Now, one thing that I want you to pay attention to as we are going through this tour is the attention to detail that Vari puts into everything that they do, that makes it feel like an environment that you want to go work in.
Now, in our other buildings, we actually have Liberation Coffee runs our coffee bars, but here, because it's only a 180,000 square foot building, I was trying to figure out how to be cost effective. So self-serve, but these machines are incredible. So you can literally get a latte. It's got we put 2% milk here, almond in the other. And for those that want something more like a Starbucks, they can make their own, but it's all for the tenants.
Yeah, this is great. This is quite the entrance.
So when we built this building, we built it with a 22% common area, so it's a perfect blend. So all of the space is captured in the leases, but then it's a perfect playground for us to showcase our furniture.
That's really interesting. So you're doing research and development through your tenants?
Through us, yeah, through us. I told my team we're gonna eat our own dog food, so we're a tenant too in that. But there we go, perfect, thank you. We don't sell gym furniture, but we recognize we've gotta have a great gym experience. So almost 3,000 square feet, all the latest in equipment.
So over your lunch break or on your way into work, you can go for a run.
24/7.
Work at 24/7. So they can come in on weekends.
You can come in on the weekend and work
1 in the
out.
morning. Yeah, I mean, that fits a lot of companies, healthy initiatives, right? Like, hey, we've got a gym access 24/7. They don't have to pay for gym memberships. It's just included in their rent.
All right, let's peek in here because part of it is you can't just have the equipment, you gotta have an extra space to shower, locker rooms, everything to get ready. Again, great lockers, easy access showers. You can even peek in here.
Over my years as a commercial real estate broker before I got into investment, there were some tenants that stood out with the way that they utilized space. Architects, for example, always had an unbelievable office space because it is a calling card for their business. It is a showroom for what they can do as architects. I love what Vari is doing here because they're utilizing office space as a showroom for their office products. So what could other businesses take away from this? How could they turn their office space into more of a showroom of how you provide your goods or provide your services?
5 years ago, we did not have a soft seating collection. And so because we started buying buildings, clients said, hey, we need other collaboration spaces, other areas to break out. This literally became our playground to see how people interact with our products.
Yeah, it's nice. You really get that living room feel
Yes.
from this. So it's super comfortable to hang out in. I mean, even the tables over here where you can have lunch, they're on rollers. Well, it's just like the revolution that retail's gone through, right?
Yes.
I mean, you look at brands like Toys R Us that never really quite got there. But then you look at Best Buy, which turned it into a totally different showroom experience, and then they utilized the remaining of their space to ship everything else out and change the way they function.
And then when Best Buy started getting into the service side, so now you've bought a television, you want it installed, we had clients say, hey, would you come install our furniture? And 5 years ago, I was like, what are you talking about? I made it so easy you could install it yourself. But now we offer that service. So what we want to do is have a training room, and that's part of that large one is actually part of the common area factor. So tenants can use it so they can have a training room outside their space. And then we built a secondary one that we can actually lease out and monetize. And so we will rent this space out. We can get anywhere from $800 to $1,000 a day. So again, as a building owner in a new building, how do we think about it differently? Long term, this could obviously be a small tenant, could just come in and say, hey, I got a 10-person company, I want to lease this space. For me, in that ground up build, we're like, what are some no regret things that we can build? There's always a demand for smaller meeting space. And what we've done in our tours when we've done videos is I will speed up between parts like this. We're like, zzz, And this could all be yours.
Whoa.
This is a 65,000 square foot floor plate. And what we wanted to do is we're a tenant on the second floor, so we left the premium spot for our largest tenant that we could actually put into this space. So we pre-put our LED lights in the ceiling, and you notice here, it is very quiet. We're 10 minutes from the DFW airport, so we have planes flying over us, and the highway is right next door in the cars, but you don't hear anything. So again, building a building with today's code, you're going to have a very quiet experience when you invest the dollars right. This is traditional tilt wall construction, but it doesn't feel like a tilt wall building when you're in it.
I mean, tilt wall is very common in industrial.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it effectively done in office space before. And I love it because you could use your Quick Flex product to create that meeting room right here.
Yes.
And you've already got the noise dampening from the drop ceiling.
Yeah. This has been designed to very efficiently cut up into 5 large suites. So some may be 15,000 to 20,000 square feet, but it allows us to cut it up, have all the corridors for exit and access. But we feel like the hope is that we're obviously going to get 1 or 2 tenants that will take the entire thing.
But that's how you have to design today. You got to think about what it could be in 5, 10 years. It's like what we're doing with parking decks now.
Yes.
Right? Designing parking garages so that they could become apartments or office space or something else. Tell us about these halo lights, because these are wild looking.
Yes, these are absolutely beautiful. So in our business that we were born out of, Gemmy is the largest producer of LED lights for Christmas and Halloween. So all those ones you go to a Home Depot, Lowe's, you have the Disney lights that you control with your phone that project on your house for Halloween and Christmas, that's Gemmy. So as we were pricing out lights, we said, why are lights so expensive? So we built our own. So these are halo lights. These are hardwired in. They are temperature controlled, so you could have a cool to warm. This is literally where we're learning. We said we eat our own dog food. Well, this is how we do it, and so this is what we're doing.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate these LED lighting fixtures? They're amazing, beautiful, simple, and I need them in my office space.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, sir. So this is Vari HQ.
This is Vari HQ. Our world headquarters is here. The floor you just peeked at upstairs, we're actually going to walk the same thing, but now furnished, the way Vari would do it, in thinking about the workspace of the future.
That's great. So we get to see a little before and a little after.
This, when we talked about that open ceiling experience that you saw upstairs, this is designed to flex and change. You've got almost 20,000 square feet right here as it wraps around the corner. But all of these walls are Quick Flex walls, so these can be changed as our needs change for the business.
As the camera is panning around the space, take note of the variety of options and workspaces that they have created throughout the environment. The beautiful thing is any of these can be changed into something else within a 30-minute notice. But look at how they've actually designed it so that you can have all sorts of different headspaces or one-on-one meetings, or maybe you want to work privately by yourself. They've created that flexibility to give you as the employee or somebody working from this office for the day a wide variety of options to choose from.
So this would be our executive collection. So this is where the bigwig Kevin hangs out.
Of course.
And so where Kevin is at, but this is his setup. But it's really more about showing what is possible. This is in white, so again, you just have different aesthetics. We offered in walnut white, but again, it's a beautiful executive collection, and it's allowed us to expand our product offering into more and more client spaces. And then you might have a simpler setup, electric desk with a little less storage. So some people are like, oh, we've got that traditional cube vibe. So we're like, okay, well, this is our product solution for that. This is what we can do for you. Some clients say, no, we're still in benching. We still have this kind of setup. We have that as well. So we literally are showcasing the different product setups and variations. And then we also have a pretty simple color palettes that we offer that we think are classic and timeless. So white and butcher block, reclaimed wood, and black. And we've got light wood and walnut coming as well. So cool thing, so the teams are set up again, different configurations. So we got high, low top tables.
Is this the sales gong?
Oh. I'm hoping to hear it one day. Colin, do you please say you have an order that you can come gong this for me? So yes.
That's great. This is great. I love that.
So one of my favorite areas is here. Just drop in here.
Yeah.
And so literally,
hang out.
You and I can have now a one-on-one conversation. It feels like we're underwater. But in the middle of all this, it deadens the sound. I'm also an introvert like you, even though we don't appear to be.
Right.
But we need to recharge. And so if I just need a few minutes, I can sit here. Some of these can face the window.
Pull your phone out.
And
it's really
chillax.
quiet.
It's quiet.
Yeah, so we're going from sales to...
Now we're going to go to our customer experience area.
Okay.
So we're going to walk in here, and this team will get almost 10,000 calls and emails a month.
Wow.
But it does not feel like a call center. But we do have great Mohawk carpeting down. And we also, throughout the building, have our white noise machines. So our people department is here. So we take our quick flex walls. These are felt, so they absorb some more of the sound, or this could be a traditional sheetrock. This just happens to be how we operate. And so it allows us to do that. So our operations team is here. And so again, it's different layouts, but it's all functional. So you start to see how the team members are set up. They've got a great soft seating, collaborative area to get out. Our workspace design team is here. So again, now you're feeling these three departments work cohesively together. So we didn't have them laid out or next to each other when we first started. We literally, over the weekend, just changed it all. We had a fun client here that sold these, and so...
Oh, you gotta have the massage chairs.
Gotta have this. So when you need to chillax for a minute, you don't have to put any money in or your credit card. You just get in there and chillax. And right now it's vacant, so we were testing out this idea instead of the whole digital thing.
I mean, come on, how can you not show up to the office when you've got a private room with a massage chair? That's class A. You know, when you first started the company, obviously Vari was an incredibly intentional name. Did you see it getting to this level of variability?
No. You know, we thought variable height desk. We were Varidesk when we started. And as it started to expand and grow, we're like, oh my goodness. And we got into soft seating and walls that move and privacy pods. And they said, why is desk in your name? And at that moment I said, could we build a company and a brand that can live beyond my lifetime? Do we have a shot? Do I have a chance? And we did. Walking
around with you today has been like a case study on branding, intentionality, culture. It's really neat.
Okay, now we're gonna peek into a top secret area. Show you a few things that are coming out here very, very soon. So this espresso finish just launched for us. So again, we continue to just test wood colors as people are thinking about what's the future. So the surround sound just went live, so this actually just hit. So again, we're testing products and then we put them in our little area here. And so this will be great surround sound. So you just want a little bit more privacy, you want some sound absorbing with the felt. For some people, they need to feel that cocoon behind them, just a little bit of space. And so this is about to launch as well.
That's great, and it just zips up.
This is a piece of art I'm auctioning off for St. Jude. So I created this, and then we're gonna...
Wait, so you did all the artwork downstairs?
Yeah, all the art's mine, yeah.
Wow.
This is a waiting area or a meeting area. He does a lot of his one-on-one meetings right here, but again, we're totally accessible, no doors. Our culture is just like everything. I always say, if you are not totally transparent, it's gonna be on Sauri.com or Glassdoor. Like the world of today does not operate in secrecy. So my CFO is here. My president, Jeff Lamb, who I think y'all are connecting with in just a little bit.
Hey, Jeff.
Is right here. My secret weapon, Pam, is back here. My office is here. When people are touring and what could a CEO office feel like, this really works. So I've got areas to connect and collaborate with my team members. I've got areas to do my Zoom calls or concentrate and work on projects here. A lot of my meetings are here at a standing table, but obviously I'm out just like y'all. Or if you're waiting to talk to Jeff or Craig or me, you can just sit out here for a couple minutes and it's no big deal. This is just a non-reservable space.
I mean, it's really the future of office space, right? You're combining the culture, right? A place where people actually want to go spend time. You're making it flexible so that business owners and landlords can very easily adapt to whatever changing environment is.
You're awesome.
Jason, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you walking us through.
I'm so glad you came out today.
I don't know about you, but I think the future of office space is pretty bright. In 2008, everyone said the housing market's gone, don't ever buy homes, it's never coming back. 2010, 2011, everyone said retail is dead. It's gone, everybody's gonna order off of e-commerce, it's never coming back. It came back just fine. The biggest difference is that the way that we look at housing and retail shifted. The way that we use housing and retail shifted. Office is going through a very similar shift today. And this very space concept is one that I think is going to lead the forefront of what we're going to expect and see out of office space over the next 2 to 3 decades. Now, if you missed the first video where we dive into one of their very space locations where they are actually doing this at scale with third-party tenants, check out this video here, it's really interesting.